George's terrific matches with the boards. So here, the one this one down there, so.
bring little sachets with you. I'll put milk in the ball. Alright, no bother.
Now you're welcome along back to Den J Club here in County Cavan. We're almost set to go for the second game in today's double header, and that's between the ladies teams of Ireland and Australia. Both teams out on the field at the minute. We've had the national anthems, as you just heard, and we will have throw-in very shortly indeed for this second test. So last week's first test finished 65-9 in favour of Ireland, so a big ask again today for Australia, but based on the over 50s match that we had the first game of the triple header earlier today, Australia were much improved in that match, and the ladies will be hoping that something similar is the case in this match in the ladies section of things. So 65-9 the result last week, and today we have the second test. So Con O'Mara is alongside me again for this one, and Con, as we say, a decisive win for Ireland last week, but Australia with the week under their belt and acclimatised to the conditions and everything like that, will be hoping for something a bit better today. Absolutely, and they had a great run out in the Dome on Tuesday night in Connacht GA Dome, where they played Mayo, a Mayo side, a Mayo College side that Michael Moyles is actually over as well, the manager of the Irish team, and they had a great run out there and they won that game, but it's a big ask for them today. You know, the 50s, their performance was fantastic. For the ladies to overturn or to eat back in or to get a performance like that, it's going to be difficult, and really it's because of the strength of this Irish side. This Irish side is peppered with inter-county players, people who are still playing. You know, the football they played, I'd venture last weekend, of all 6 teams, they played the best brand of football. They were absolutely unbelievable in their execution. The first quarter, they didn't have a wide. Moved the ball quick. They were quick in possession, running off the shoulder, and the Australian team couldn't handle them. They played a brilliant brand of football. But the Australian ladies on Tuesday night in the Dome, you could see when the conditions were good, their skills were excellent. Yeah. And again, we've mentioned that, we referenced that with the 50s game. To come from there somewhere over to what we have here is a huge challenge. It sure is. The weather is still quite bad here, unfortunately, but it might clear a small bit. The skies are lifting a little bit. So let's hope that's the case and things improve for both sets of players. But the pitch condition here at Den is really good, and it is remaining quite good underfoot. So let's hope that remains the case for the remainder of the afternoon. Maggie Farrelly, one of our match referees, is in the middle, getting us set to get underway. And Ireland will play in this first half from right to left. We still have a bit of a breeze blowing, but more of a crossfield breeze maybe than what it was initially when we started out today. So into the middle of the park for the very start, we have Miriam Liston, one of the joint captains of the Ireland team, and Heather Noblet of Australia. Ireland in those green and white shirts playing from right to left, as we say, in this first half. So away we go, and Australia into possession immediately with Holly Coggle bringing it forward and kicking that one, but Ireland win it back there. They've got the mark, but they play on. Michelle McGing was in possession momentarily, then it moves away from her. Both teams trying to get their hands on the ball. Eventually they do. Scramble for possession. Ireland shovel it away, but Australia have it again. Kicked forward into space now. Foot race for this one. Who's going to win it? Australia look like they may get there first, but Ireland then sweep up possession through Marion Line. And Australia get it now as well. Good work from Kelly Foreman. Now the whistle has sounded. Have we got a free? We do. It's going to be a free kick for Australia.
Kevin Dennis indicating there's a pull on the jersey, so free into the Australians.
This will be taken by Kelly Foreman. Difficult angle. Oh, that's a good
Great kick.
Oh, it's off the crossbar and over the bar. And it's 3 points for Australia. Perfect start for them inside the opening stages of the first quarter. What a good kick that was.
That was a brilliant connection. And Maeve Quinn, in fairness to her, if that had to drop a half a foot lower, it was on the back of the net and there's nothing she could have done with it. But it was a fantastic start for the Australians.
Ireland retained possession from the kick out. Sharon Ryan Tamey in possession. And Ireland now sending it down to that far corner. Racing after it is Steph Foster for Australia. She's got possession and gets it away just in time. But that one's gone out for a line ball now for Ireland. And Michaela Downey is the player with the ball in hand. Now, not a whole lot on from here. You might just think about kicking it in towards the goalmouth area. That's what Ireland have done. That's a good tackle from Emma Green, but Australia clear it away. Ireland win it back again, keeping the ball in that advanced position. High one sent in. Oh, the goalkeeper gets it at the second time of asking. Well gathered by Karen Hill. Ireland still on the attack, keeping the ball in that advanced position. Australia trying to clear their lines. No one in possession just yet. It is very scrappy in the early stages here. As you can see, we've played 4 minutes. Ball is in the arm of Marion Line, and Ireland have the free. Michelle McGing down into the corner. Ireland moving the ball well, but they just haven't been able to engineer an opportunity. Now they have it though. And here's a chance with the free, just inside that 21-metre line. Not a bad angle for a right-footed kicker. That wind is probably coming over the left shoulder here, isn't it, from that angle?
Yeah, it is. And we can see Michaela Downey, she's been very involved so far, the down lady. Interesting to see, will she go for it or will she try to pick out a teammate?
Looks like she's going for it, but has dragged that one too far to the left and wide. So Australia still lead 3-0.
You can see there from an Irish point of view, Miriam Liston, the joint captain at midfield, has been very involved so far, still playing senior basketball. Super player, very, very good around the middle, and she will be involved all day long.
Now, this kick out looks like it's going to be brought back. I think Maggie Farley's just issuing some instructions. Is that the case?
It wasn't taken. It wasn't taken from the right position.
Yeah.
But she's letting her take it again, and that's a fair call. But I wouldn't like to cross Maggie with the next one. You've got the warning.
Yeah. Here comes the kick out. Oh, Ireland trying to squeeze right up on this one and causing some trouble. Australia do manage to work it out across the 45-metre line. Nice little dink pass inside, gathered by Genevieve Stevens. Foot pass inside. Ireland have players forward. This is Elaine Kelly.
Great ball.
In over the top. Might it find its way into the net?
Oh!
Yes, it will. And it's an Irish goal in the 6th minute of the first quarter. Ball in over the top from Elaine Kelly. And it finds its way all the way through into the net.
and Karen Hill, the Australian keeper, had to come for it and just went over both herself. And I didn't see the Irish forward that was in there for the contest and into the net. And agony for Karen as she ran back in, trying to scramble to keep that out. But you can see the Australians have started well, and that's a bit of a sucker punch after getting the first 3-pointer to concede a goal like that.
Ball thrown back in. Ireland by 6 points to 3 now. It took us quite a while in the first match to get our first score, so we're off to a faster start in this one. Ball into that advanced position again. Ireland in possession, looking sharp in possession when they have it. This is Elaine Kelly again. Nice hand pass inside. Shot coming over the shoulder. This time it's short and gathered well by Karen Hill. She clears this one away. And out across the sideline for a line ball on the far side. Louise Henchy there for Ireland. In towards Teresa Reedy. Australia defend it well. Interrupt Ireland's progress just inside the Australian 45. And there's the whistle for the free. It's an Irish free. Just inside that 45-metre line. Miriam Liston. Again, looking for a ball over the top. It is a good ball. Now, here's the chance for the score. Wonderful block down, but it might just work out in Ireland's favour. And it's gone behind. It's gone behind.
Steph Foster with the block there for the Australian ladies, and a brilliant block. Great ball in by Miriam. The crossfield ball inside. It looked like there was an easy score on, and Steph Foster had other things in her mind. Got out bravely and blocked it, and she's taken a well-deserved break coming on here. We see that with the Australians, so selfless when they know that they've put in a big shift.
Hasn't gone to plan. Sorry to cut across. Yukon. Here's the shot coming in. It's over the bar. It's a 3-pointer, and it's been kicked in by Noelle early. The kick out not really working out for Australia so far, and Ireland lead by 9 points to 3.
Yeah, and a quality player, Noelle Early of Kildare, of course, and she scored a fantastic goal against Clare in the All-Ireland. Some viewers will remember that one. And that is a problem for the Australians. You see the Irish have a full press on the Australian kick out. They push right in on top of it and leaves very little options for the keeper as she goes to kick out.
That ball was towards Etna Flanagan, finds its way through. And Australia now have possession, so, well, there's going to be a throw ball. But Ireland really have squeezed up, haven't they? They've attacked that kick out, and it's worked out well so far.
It's difficult, when you don't have the range to kick out over a press. Michael Moyles and Maria Devaney, Samantha Lambert, EJ Collins, Eamon O'Brien, they'll have instructed the Irish girls, push right up on it and let's see. Because even if you do get it away, if it doesn't go as a mark, if it bounces, you're getting swamped straight away, and we're seeing so much of that.
Louise Henchy wins Ireland the free. Australia gather possession back there, and it's been taken well by Renee Gould. Kicks it forward, but unable to control it is Jacinta Froud. And out for another line ball. Virtually all of the game now being played in the Australian half. They need to try and get a hold of the possession, but Ireland doing well. This is across to Michelle McGing. Inside it goes. Australia racing back into a defensive position, but Ireland just looking that bit slicker. Elaine Kelly involved again. Ball kicked in into the goal mouth area, and the goalkeeper sweeps it up again. Karen Hill.
And again, the keeper can't be tackled in the small square. But the movement of the Irish girls inside is just fantastic. There's nobody standing still. They're moving off shoulders. And that was the case in Charlestown as well. Their finishing hasn't been as good today. But it's hard to believe this is a team that have only met together 4 times. Like, the chemistry within the team is fantastic. The way that they're able to find each other. They almost know where the run is going to go to as they get the ball.
Now the kick to be taken by Australia all the way back almost on the end line. Again, look at that Irish press. They've got player for player inside the 45-metre line, giving Australia no breathing room at all.
Pushing the back.
Yeah, they've got the free, so that's somewhat of a reprieve. Ball down the line. This time, good control on it from Jacinta Froud, and now Australia can get themselves some field position, maybe. Good little dish off as far as the run of Estelle Dragstad. And ball down, looking for the run of Amber Cooper.
She was unfortunate. Amber Cooper was one of the players watching the game in the Dome the last day. She was one of the better performers for the Australians that evening, able to take a score if they can get ball to her. Unfortunately for her, just out over the sideline that occasion.
Ball comes across. Australia have it this time. They've turned it over high up the park. Tarian Agnew was the player in possession, but again, the ball has been turned over and Ireland go on the counter, and they've got lots of space here. Emma Green looking dangerous, looking for a ball over the top.
Oh, well taken.
That is a brilliant catch. Now, can Ireland make a count? Ball comes back, acres of space here for Elaine Kelly. She has a goal already. Oh, and she almost got another one. This time it's bounced off the crossbar and over. So Elaine Kelly has got a goal and a point, if you like. That's 9 points in the currency that we're dealing with today. And Ireland lead by 12 points to Australia's 3.
And Elaine Kelly, a top performer, Dublin All-Ireland winner, and the backroom team, I believe, in 2019 as well. So you can see the composure there when she got that, backed herself, and a great finish.
Line ball. Louise Henchy will take it. But certainly that kick out is the problem area for Australia so far. Ireland have sensed that, and Ireland in here maybe for another goal. Kick was coming in from Michaela Downey. Didn't quite get all of it. Ball kicked out again, but there's the Irish squeeze once more.
We see Miriam Liston right in the thick of it again, so and then again now here for the hot ball.
Liston now will contest this one alongside Heather Noblet.
Noblet did very well there.
Yeah, it bounces away. And now Australia will try and build from the back. Doing well in a defensive situation. Taneka Handley helping it forward. This race will be won by Maeve Quinn. Kicks it on as far as Louise Henchy. Now Ethel Flanagan, met by the challenge, managed to squeeze the ball through, but only as far as an Australian player. Now Ireland with the chance here, wasting little time, loads of space. Now, has the referee pulled this back? Yes, I think the answer is yes. Fortunate from an Australia point of view.
Yeah, a little bit scrappier than the 50s game. You know, you'd like to see the Australians are doing well to a point, but once they get out to the half of a line here, their kick passing is just letting them down. But you know, you can see how defiant they are back there, and that's resulting in a lot of these hot balls. There with that call, and just notified beforehand that Sinead McLaughlin, who was number 1 wearing number 1, is now number 13, and Maeve Quinn in goals as the number 1 jersey. Maeve Quinn was in goals wearing number 13 last week, and it just didn't feel right. Yeah. 50 years of, or 40 plus years of being a keeper with number 1 in the back, it's a hard habit to shake.
Yeah, here's a free for Ireland again.
Great ball.
Yeah, Miriam Liston has played really, really well so far. As we approach the final 4 minutes now of the first quarter in this ladies' Masters clash between Ireland and Australia. Ireland certainly holding the upper hand, and they go on the attack here again. No, nice hand pass inside. Ireland doing really well. Now here's the chance for the point. One of the better scores we've seen today. That's a great kick and a great score. Did it come from Mary Griffin in the end? Mary Griffin,
known maybe better from football in terms of her time at Laois, as Mary Kerr won an All-Ireland in 2011. She broke Mayo hearts with a free kick just before the buzzer. We're way away from a buzzer here, but that was a great finish. But you can see the interchange. Carl, you can see what I mean about this Irish team, and here they go again. They're like a team that have been, a club team that have been playing together for 6 or 7 years, not a team that was brought together for a number of training sessions.
Yeah, it's really, really impressive, and Ireland lead by 15 points to 3. That hand pass has been intercepted. Australia finding things very difficult. Ireland the exact opposite. Ball down, gathered by Mary Griffin. She's gone for the return here, and she might just get it. Mary Griffin has a chance for goal, and it's saved.
Back of the net.
Yeah, into the net. It's gone into the net. It's crept inside that post, and Mary Griffin has Ireland's second goal of the day, a 6-pointer. Goalkeeper got plenty behind it, but unable to keep it out. And Ireland now 21 points to 3 ahead already.
Yeah, it's a ferocious performance by Ireland. There's no let up with them, from last week. And I mentioned to you beforehand that they were the best of the 6 teams, I would say, that we would have seen, and they've taken up where they left off.
So Australia needs something to happen here quickly. Remember, they got the opening score of this match through a free from Kelly Foreman, but it's been all a one-way traffic since then as we come to the final moments of the first quarter. 2.5 minutes left to go. Australia have a free.
Fiona Wynn there, fantastic Galway player and Galway manager last year, just caught in possession.
This one with Kate Greenacre. Kicking it down, but 2 Irish players there, and they eventually combine to get it away. But she's got it back, Kate Greenacre. She's done well, waste little time and driving it in towards the goalmouth area. The wind got a hold of that one, and it'll be picked up back there by Maeve Quinn. Now here's where Ireland come into their own, building from the back through the hands, hugely impressive. Then comes a foot pass all the way across, looking for Elaine Kelly. Miriam Liston has been at the heart of all the positive Irish stuff so far. Again involved here. A couple of Irish players ready to come in here as well. Australia battling hard for it on the far side. Rain still falling. We're coming to you live from Den, GA Club in County Cavan. Welcome to all of you watching us on the live stream, wherever you're joining us from in the world today. Here come Ireland now. Ball forward. Just skates past the run of Elaine Kelly and cleared away. An initial touch for Maura McMenamin. And she's got the ball again. Oh, that's a brilliant pass inside if it finds its way through. And here's another chance for Ireland, perhaps. Australia doing well to clog that middle channel, but Ireland still have it. Ball back now with Michaela Downey. Shot coming in, drops short. Battling for it was Emma Green. Australia clear it away. This one should work out in Australia's favour as we approach the final whistle in this first quarter. Hacked forward. Running back forward is Diane McGlynn. Gets it away before the challenge comes in. Good work again from Ireland, working it through the hands as they've done all through this quarter. Becoming a little congested in that middle third. That's a good challenge, and Australia win possession back. That's better from the visitors.
Brilliant tackle there.
Now, is there time to get a shot away? Kicked in, bounces off the intended target, Amber Cooper.
Terry Agnew with a brilliant tackle there, but you know, opposed to the men's game, the Irish women have the ability to use the hand pass, and their speed of foot, they're impossible to catch. They're on the move all the time, so they are getting away with playing through the crowd with the hand pass.
Kick pass inside is gathered, and Ireland will be able to clear their lines here. We still play. 2 Australian players in there trying to get the challenge in. Hoofed forward by Ireland. And winning this one will be Emma Green. Being chased by Steph Foster. Ball inside as far as Mary Griffin, who has a goal and a point already. She might get another score here. Mary Griffin, hand pass inside. Dangerous moments again for Australia. This time they've managed to snuff out the danger. Well, Ireland's certainly going for the juggler, aren't they? Anytime they can get in there.
Absolutely, and again, playing a brilliant brand of football. The way they move that ball and the smarts as well. We saw over the far side there when the ball is on the ground, instead of getting tackled, using soccer skills. And again, that's another advantage that most Irish players have over the Australians. Soccer will be much more prominent here as a game that they will play, and you can see that in a couple of the flicks. We saw it in the 50s game, and we saw it again there.
Yep, there's the whistle for the end of that first quarter. So Ireland firmly in control, leading by 21 points to 3. Elaine Kelly and Mary Griffin with the goals. As the players now come in to get some fluids on board, would have a pretty quick turnaround before the game resumes. But Australia, having started reasonably well in that quarter, then just met by a real Irish surge, particularly attacking their kick-out.
Absolutely, and it's so difficult. Again, when you're on the back foot, there's a kick out coming. You're facing your own goals, and there's a crowd of hungry Irish players, you know, and quality Irish players. Like if we go down through the amount of this team, I would say if we went through all the squads, the Irish squads, this is the side with the most with inter-county experience. You know, still playing, and you know, from the joint captains there, Etna Flanagan from Sligo. through to we mentioned Miriam Liston from Waterford, still playing senior basketball. All the names there. Noelle Early, who's already got a score. Fiona Wynne, I think she was Galway captain at a stage, and we said she was Galway manager last year. Michaela Downey, the whole way through. Michelle McGing, of course, All-Ireland winner with Mayo as well. So real quality there. But just when you're on about how the football they play and their appetite for the game, when you look at their management team, we could hear them down in front of us here. Michael Miles, Maria Devaney, Donegal legend, former captain. Samantha Lambert, Tipperary legend, former captain. DJ Collins, who's a key man down in UL and would have had a lot of these players down around UL at a stage. You could hear them on and keep wide and keep it moving. You know, their hunger, they want to see the game played well. It's about performance for them, and they're not going to let up on those standards. Unfortunately, I suppose, from an Australian point of view, and there's nothing that the Australians can do with that. When you meet a juggernaut of a team like this who play like that, there's no fault.
Yep, for sure. And Ireland really, really good in that first quarter. They're back out again, hungry for more action. And quite a good squad that Ireland have as well. So much quality, as you say, laced through the panel assembled by Michael Moyles and his management team.
And of course, for those that don't know, there isn't a ladies' masters. It's something that's being looked at. There isn't an over 40s for them, and this I think may create the appetite for that. Like talking to some of the panel members, they're absolutely loving the experience and love the crack of meeting up with players that they would have taken to the pitch against, you know, maybe 10, 15 years ago. The chance to go out there and play again, and having that outlet that we referenced in the 50s of competitive action. And even though they've only been together for, you know, one of the things that they bemoaned was that there wasn't a follow on from this, that it's, you know, after this test, that's it until there's another series again, and whether they'd be involved or not is up for grabs. So I think this could be the start of something big.
Well, let's hope so. That'll be a really good initiative. And we had a great year in 23, didn't we, Con, of Masters football at county level, with so many brilliant finals that we covered last autumn.
That's right.
Culminating in that game between Tyrone and Kerry up in Kiltoom.
It's grown and grown for from 5 or 6 counties back in 2012 when it was resurrected. It's gone to 26 counties going to be involved in the men's game next year. As I said, no ladies game yet. They're looking as well at a hurling master starting up next year. So it's just getting bigger and bigger. But of course, people are keeping fitter for longer and maybe have that bit of time that they want to put into themselves, and a bit of enjoyment away from kids and work and all of that too.
Yeah, and it's a brilliant initiative. And I'm sure this year will be another good year for Gaelic Masters football as Australia get into possession at the start of this second quarter. Work to do. They trail 21-3 here at Den GA Club in County Cavan. Oh, that's a big tackle. Big tackle on the Australian player. Shipping the hit was Holly Coggle. Everyone's okay. Challenge came in from Maura McMenamin. And the ball kicked in again.
Eugene Bradley from Tyrone is down here in front of me. He gave a look into the press box there. A proud Tyrone look at the ferocity of that challenge.
Well, here's another free now for Australia. Still a long way from goal. Probably into the breeze the way it's blowing on the angle, but it's found its way through. The shot was coming in. It's still there. The shot was from Kelly Foreman, who kicked the point for Australia in the first half. That was the first score that we had in this match. Finds its way to Sharon Ryan Tamey, all the way back in that cornerback position, Gaelic football style. Here come Ireland now, working it through the hands. Rosie Crow McKeever, and now space for McMenamin. Nice ball down. Just delaying ever so slightly on it.
Good tackle.
Was Louise Henchy, and that, or rather Dervla Malintole, excuse me, and that's allowed Australia to win it back.
But again, to say the Irish ladies team are the best team I've seen that can hand pass through the challenges, and it's remarkable when you think that there is no tackle in ladies Gaelic football. We've heard before the likes of Mick Bohan. We've heard some players come out, looking for a little bit more physicality in our own game at home, where there's absolutely no challenge like that. And this is proof in the pudding that these Irish ladies who are used to a non-contact, if you want to call it that, type of Gaelic football, can adapt so well to this game.
That's a good ball inside, almost working out for Ireland. 2 kicks got them half the length of the pitch.
Brilliant.
And now Australia building from the back. Going through the hands like Ireland do. Good block down in the middle. The outstretched arms of Rosie Crowe-McKeever getting in the way of that attempted ball forward, and now Ireland trying to make the most of that turnover, picked up by Michelle Hannafy-Mulvey. Space here to assess her options. Down into the corner where Emma Green rides the first challenge now, trying to get the shot away here. Didn't catch that one brilliantly. Still there for Ireland. Oh, what a almost catch from Dervla Malintole. Her attempted effort is saved. And Australia now trying to clear their lines. Kate Greenacre gets it away. Picked up by Cooper. Oh, good tackle by Miriam Liston. And now a good tackle as well from Kate Greenacre. Ireland got it away just in the nick of time. And now it's with Tarion Agnew. Can Australia find a score just to boost their morale here? You feel they could do with something. They've been under the cosh, haven't they, really, since they've kicked that first score of the match. They haven't had too much in the way of opportunities.
Yeah, but their never say die attitude is there to see. Like, there's an avalanche, the storm of Irish attacks coming, and they're repelling them one by one so far in the last 5 minutes. But it takes such a toll. You'd love to see them getting a score up the other end to give them that boost. And again, for them to be facing the goals for a kick out rather than facing their own. See, Coach Lisa Roper here going out, urging her troops on.
Throw ball. Australia almost win it. Instead, Ireland get a hold of possession. Into the second quarter now. We've played 8 minutes, almost halfway through. As Ireland go route one. Ball in over the top of everybody in the end. And it'll be picked up by Karen Hill. Goes for distance with the clearance, but, well, it will work out in the end. You can just see Australia, they're using that hand pass well.
Yeah, Kyle Welch has been involved in a lot of that good play at the back and bringing it out. If they could just transition better, this is where they have trouble. From here on in is where they have trouble finding their player.
Tanika Handley shovels it forward with the hand pass, but picked up by Maura McMenamin. Oh, they've done well. Nice little toe poke beyond the challenge by Michelle Bowen. And now Ireland has some space. It's with Sharon Ryan Tamey. Again, going for that ball inside, looking for Dervla Malintole. Australia have repelled it pretty well, haven't they, so far in the second quarter, those long balls in?
It was brilliant, but Steph Foster, it looked like it was gone beyond, and she just stretched up those long arms and a great catch, especially in the conditions.
There are a lot of players running in and off from the Australian bench. They're using those rolling subs well. Good take there in the middle by Heather Noblet. Now, can she retain possession? She will, as far as Tamara Walker drives this one downfield. A couple of players rising for it. Oh, good tackle. Ball falls away into the path of Miriam Liston. And now some space here. You could see what Sharon Ryan Tamey was trying to do, but it doesn't quite come off the little palm and dish. And now Ireland inside the cover. They've got goal on the mind. Perhaps Noelle Early plays it inside. There's a good chance here. Oh, it's off the post. And I don't think it's even gone out for a behind. It's gone out for a wide. It didn't even get that little bit of a shot off the post, and out for a wide. So a reprieve for Australia. Thanks to all of you commenting in for us. Trent's Waterfall Adventure still watching. Hans Damfirst coming in from Indianapolis, and Sadie Kane also watching. Thank you for tuning in.
And we see Maria Devaney and Samantha Lambert in front of us here. Maria Devaney is here with her husband, a Mayo man, Alan Kelly, and she said the reason that she's married to a Mayo man is no Donegal man would have her, but I'm sure she's only joking with that. But they look happy enough here as they discuss the game so far on the sideline.
High ball into the area. Difficult one for Australia to deal with. Oh, that ball back.
No.
Oh, goalkeeper has done just enough. Just enough. Karen Hill was worried there as that one trickled towards the line. Australia still having to defend. A couple of balls now into the goalkeeper's arms. That's a good clearance out towards Estelle Dragstra. Down in that right corner back position. Ball forward to Holly Coggle. And out it goes for a line ball for Ireland. It's been a little bit scrappier, hasn't it, in the second quarter?
Yeah, but fair play to Australia. After that first quarter, it looked like this game could be any kind of a score, but they've kept it tight. They've been so competitive all around. It's just they're finding it difficult to get up over the halfway line.
Ball across for Australia.
Now's a chance.
Good take by Kelly Foreman. Instead gathered by Maura McMenamin. Now it's with Sharon Ryan Tamey. As far as Miriam Liston.
Good ball.
Well gathered by Katrina McGahan. Now Ireland moving the ball really, really quickly, and it's worked really well. Good hand pass from early as far as Marion Line. Still here with Rosie Crow McKeever. Ireland throwing the ball around really, really nicely. This is early again. Lovely pass into the run of Etna Flanagan, who almost got past the challenge, then caught in possession. Ball got away in time, says the referee. Australia cleared their lines. Teresa Reedy gives it back as far as Noelle Early. Whistle though has sounded. This will be a free out for Australia, and that'll allow them just get down the field.
I think that might have been for overcarry, and that's the first one of those we've seen. So, of course, they're allowed to have 6 steps or 10 metres. Maybe there was a few extra there spotted. But again, yeah, hats off to Australia. They really have knuckled down in this quarter. It's been really hard work for them, but they just refused to bend the knee. When you thought that the floodgates were absolutely going to open after the first quarter, they're repelling attack after attack.
Now here they come in possession. Rosalie Graham. Nice hand pass inside. Picked up now by Tanika Handley. Does well to kick that one forward. Was under a lot of pressure. That one spills inside. Australia have it. Oh, good hand pass. Now it's opening up a little bit. Oh, Etna Flanagan got in there with a great tackle, just as it looked like it was opening up for Australia. Oh, that's another good tackle. Yeah, that's a very good tackle.
Holly Coggle there. Etna Flanagan with the tackle beforehand. She's no stranger to those. Cahill, of course, with her, she's played rugby as well for Sligo and beyond, so well able to do it.
So here's the throw ball this time. Australia palm it away. And away they go now. Possession with Amber Cooper. Goes route 1. Ireland have defended really well in this match, as well as their attacking prowess. That was Maura McMenamin. Attempted ball out to Michelle McGing.
They're on the move here again now. What's up ahead?
Well, that rain is coming down very heavily now again. Conditions are awful. If you need reminding of tuning in on the stream, it's making it an awful lot more difficult for the players, but they've served up quite a good contest so far. Rosie Crow McKeever gets it away as far as Teresa Reedy. Reedy met by the challenge, and Australia will have the possession.
And Australia are doing remarkably well. They stopped that Irish running game. They're contesting everything. They're clogging it up. They're getting the tackles in. And it's just from here on in, if they could find that piece of magic to unlock the Irish defence. There's a great ball.
Oh, that's a great catch as well by Kelly Foreman. There's a player in behind there on the right-hand side. You can see it on your screen. Instead, Kelly Foreman goes short. Long shot coming in. Maybe a little bit too far out that time. Christy Baker was taking it on. Very composed goalkeeping by Maeve Quinn.
And here we can see there's space up here, and Ireland have a player out in the wing if they can get it up there. So but again, Australia cut it off. Well done.
5 minutes to go until half-time. We're in the second quarter. We haven't had a score in this second quarter yet. The 2 Irish goals in that first quarter from Elaine Kelly and Mary Griffin. Susan McGough palms that one off. Oh, good tackle. And Ireland will lose possession.
And again, we see that with the Australians. The first instinct is that tackle, and it's a ball up, and that's a correct call by Maggie Farley because she didn't have a chance to play it on.
Where we go again. Etna Flanagan. Ireland get it away. Battle for possession. Australia have enough players around the ball here, you would think, to win it. And eventually they get the possession in terms of a line ball. Hello to Niall Finn watching from Perth, Western Australia. TVL tells us the goalkeeper is actually Renee Gould. And number 23 is Karen Hill. We'll clarify that one for you. And Ireland, oh, great pick up by Diane McGlynn. And there's a good ball as well to Noelle Early. Ball down into the corner. Defending to do for Australia. Ireland managed to keep a hold of it. Mary Griffin doing well. That's a searching ball across. Possibilities here for Ireland. Is there a goal on? The shot coming in from Etna Flanagan is out for a behind. So it's a point for Ireland. The first score we've had in this second quarter.
And we can see the Irish management have mixed it up because Etna Flanagan on her CV, she'd have herself down as a full-back. She's playing up in the half-forward line at present, and that was her there with a behind.
Good kick out. Finds Kylie Welch. And there's Etna Flanagan again. What a good catch that is. Ireland certainly have tried to squeeze up, haven't they, on that Australian kick out. Particularly in that first quarter, it worked to good effect, and they're continuing that approach. Good hands. Ireland still on the attack. Oh, they've done brilliantly. This is really good work from Katrina McGahan. But the whistle has sounded and Australia will have a free out.
And Lynn Kelly down there, I think she might have been injured in that challenge. But again, the Australian ladies, that it looked like there was a goal chance on there, and there was great angles of running, a great interchange of passing between Elaine there, and I think it was Katrina McGann, and they cut it out, 2 and 3 in for the tackle. And it's hard to impress on viewers at home how bad the conditions are here. You're getting a very sanitized view of it on the screen there. It's not pretty.
It's worse than it looks on the screen because we can see the screen. Definitely the rain has increased in intensity in the last few minutes as well. A couple of more comments coming in. Nuria Usheroff watching from Perth, Western Australia. Paul Coyler watching from Busselton, Western Australia. Thanks to you all for tuning in. It's very late in Australia now, so that's good commitment. And I'm sure it's an awful lot warmer and more pleasant weather-wise there than it is here. We have to give a lot of credit, don't we, to the Denjay Club, Con, because they've really put on a show for us here today, and the pitch is holding up brilliantly, considering it's already had a game and a half, and it's still in really good condition.
Absolutely. We see Samantha Lambert and Maria Devaney coming off there, two of the management team that could definitely play themselves. And when you look at their management team there, that's a management team that would be the envy of any county setup.
Yeah, very, very stacked management team for Ireland. Great to see their involvement and interest in this competition. Good catch for Ireland. That was Teresa Reedy. Ball down towards Noelle Early. Instead, pushed away by Kylie Welch. And Welch gets it again. Oh, they've done really, really well, Australia.
Kylie Welch has been excellent at the back in this quarter for Australia. She's cut out so much trouble, and even off camera there, the run that she made to get in around that, to intercept that ball showed her appetite for work.
Hand pass forward by Ireland. Going for the return, picking it up was Rosie Crowe McKeever. Comes back outside as far as Michelle Hannafy-Mulvey. Ireland now looking threatening here again. Shot coming in, and that one has hit the post, I think. It's still there. Ireland now looking for a chance maybe to get a score. Ball across to Susan McGough. And what's the referee said here? Looks like it might be a free out. Or free in, rather. So Ireland have a free with Mary Griffin. Griffin now, not a great angle. It is a little bit tight, but she has put it for a behind. It hasn't gone over for a point, so it's a behind for Ireland. So another point to add to their tally. So 23-3 is the scoreline with a minute and a half to go until half-time. Hello to Morris Carrick watching from Askeaton. So proud of his cousin Teresa Reedy playing for Ireland today. Helena Carrick as well. Best of luck to Teresa Reedy from all in Askeaton, Ballysteen and Kilcornan. Thank you both for watching in. I hope you're safe from the elements today. As well, hello to #44 Melbourne, Australia, 1:30 in the morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Go Aussies, great tackling. Yes, they've certainly be good at the tackle so far, but things not going particularly well on the scoreboard, but a long way to go. Referee's going to throw this one up, he says. Ireland palm it away. Well, early got her hands on that one, and now it's with Elaine Kelly. Back to Diane McGlynn. All the way across to Louise Henchy. Well, in fact, Henchy's going to leave that one, and Ireland will pick it up now in the middle with Michelle McGing. McGing, right-footed ball. Well, might just be asking a little bit too much, and it is, of Noelle Early this time, and out behind for a wide ball. Australia happier, Con, with their performance as the whistle sounds for half-time. Ireland leading 23-3.
Oh, absolutely. After the first quarter, it looked like this was going to be an absolute drubbing, but they've got back in, they've battened down the hatches. Tackling, as some of the viewers there have mentioned, has been exceptional. They've really dug in. A lot of teams would just throw in the towel and it'll be a cakewalk, a procession. They haven't allowed that to happen. From the Irish side of things, the fluency is gone. Again, Australia have to take credit for that. Maybe it's a bit of a lull. We'll see what happens now in what the Australians call big cheer as both teams go by the stand there in the moving quarter. There's no doubt which way this is going to end, but it will be fascinating to see. Can the Australians, it'd be great to see them getting a couple of more scores on the board. That's really where their interest in the game is obvious. Their competitiveness, their strength in the tackle, and their skills to a point are okay. But again, no more than with the 50s. It's once they get up beyond the halfway line that they sort of get into nosebleed territory. That the panic sets in, and what they've done so well up to that point seems to leave them, which is understandable. Of course, again, we mentioned in the 50s game, the huge advantage to all the Irish sides is the round ball, and even though they've had 6 months practice with it, that's in kind of straight line drills and so on, an awful lot different out in the Hiram Scarum of a wet Irish pitch.
Yes, that is very true indeed. Both sets of teams are going to go in at half time, so we might take a little bit of a break as well. Before we do, let's get to some of your comments. Tom P commenting, watching from Perth, Western Australia, would love a shout out to Natalie Power, who is an AFL Masters player who has just beaten cancer. She hopes to be back on the field later this year, where we wish Natalie all the very best, and perhaps when the next test takes place she'll be playing for Australia. Thanks to Tom P for his comment coming in from Perth. Derby Netball, all of Australia's teammates and family friends watching and supporting the Aussie girls. Annette Bram watching from Busselton, Western Australia. Go Estelle. Emily Richards coming in from Perth, Western Australia. And Ned says, great game by both teams and go Jules. So thank you all for your comments, and keep them coming in as we continue our live stream. As I say, both teams gone in for half time, and we're going to take a little bit of a break as well, with Ireland leading at the break by 23 points to 3. We're back with the second half from Den J Club here in County Cavan very shortly. Now, welcome back. We're all set to go and we're underway for the second half, the third quarter. Australia trailing by 23 points to 3. And they have possession. Here's a ball in over the top. No one had made a foray forward, and that'll be shepherded out by the Ireland goalkeeper, Maeve Quinn. So Ireland in a comfortable enough position, 23-3. They only had 2 scores in that second quarter. Australia much more competitive after a very difficult opening here at the Dengie Club in County Cavan. Just 2 behinds for Ireland in that last quarter. Here's a ball forward for the home team. Michaela Downey has got it, moving it quickly. Good build-up play again from Ireland. They look really slick in possession, sliding in. I think, in fairness, the conditions had a big impact there. It was Kylie Welch who maybe lost her footing, did she, as she tried to get in there.
Again, we mentioned her in the second quarter. She was absolutely phenomenal at the back for Australia. And we could see her in there again. And in that patch, the pitch is in great shape, but out around there from the 20 metres out to the edge of the D is where it is sloppy.
Yeah, it has blackened up there a little bit. Ball in. Ireland with a good chance here for a point. And they've got it. Good kick.
Katrina McGahan, I think, from the London lady.
Katrina McGahan fires that one over the bar with the left boot.
And again,
that's a 3-pointer, so 26-3. Sorry, Sean.
She has shown great, interest in this and dedication, flying over from London for all of the sessions every weekend in the last couple of months. So she's rewarded there with that great score.
Now, this is where Australia struggled, and they've struggled again on their kick-out. It's a goal chance for Ireland, and it's another goal. And Mary Griffin has got her second goal of the game to bring her personal tally now to 16 points. Good finish, and it came again from an Australia kick-out that Ireland really has squeezed up on.
Yeah, and we saw that work so well in the first quarter, and it's working again for them now. And Mary Griffin, brilliant finish. All-Ireland winner with Laois, and you could see that the quality there was no doubt when she got in there. No chance for the Australian goalkeeper.
Couple of comments. Yeah, go on ahead.
I believe it's Karen Hill, isn't that right? Is the Australian keeper? We had Steph Foster. We were naming her because she was named number 1, but we believe it's number 18, Karen Hill, that is taking that position.
Ireland introducing some more fresh legs. Elaine Kelly, who got a goal for Ireland as well in this match, is back in. A couple of comments still coming in. One from Thailand, from Mark Williams. Thanks, Mark. Great broadcast. Watching from Thailand. Go Holly and Team Australia. Niall Finn, go the Aussies, even though I'm from Northern Ireland. Tracy Sheehan, best of luck to Teresa Reedy from Tracy, and Will watching in from Limerick. Hello to you. Hope the weather's a little bit better down there for you, as Ireland now go on the attack again. They're really laying siege on this Australian rear guard, but Australia this time defend well and get the ball away. Catherine Thayer is watching in as well. Let's go Australia. Estelle, Jules, Trev, Tanika, Christy, Pam and all the team. What a great combination of AFL and soccer. Thanks for the live stream. Catherine Thayer, Mandurah, Western Australia. Thanks for the comment. Catherine, Kerry Butner, let's go Aussie girls. Hello to number 4 vice captain for Australia, Julie Nichols, from all her family in Perth, Western Australia. Kerry's also asking, geez, it looks cold. Can you tell the viewers what temperature it is, please? Well, I'm not sure what the actual temperature is, but it feels minus something. Thankfully the rain has actually stopped a little bit, Kerry, so things have improved a little bit in the last 5 minutes. That's a good ball inside from Australia, and a good catch as well by Taryan Agnew. Here's a good chance for them now maybe to get a score on the board. Agnew's going to drive it in right-footed, and she's got it behind. So it's a score of some description. Taryan Agnew with just Australia's second score of the game, bringing their tally to 4 points. Yeah,
it's probably officially 6 or 7 degrees, but with an east wind and rain, it feels like 1 or 2.
It does. Carol Kennedy says tough conditions. Weather looks terrible. Good luck for the second half. Go Aussies. And Sandra Wicks as well, wishing good luck to Jules, Trev, Stelly and all the girls. So thank you all for your comments.
Thanks to Jenna or to Den Gaelic Football Club here, providing us with coffees to warm us up at half time. They run a great setup here.
Yeah, very, very welcome. As Australia go on another attack forward. Ireland leading by 32 points to 4. Good tackle on the part of Diane McGlynn. And here come Ireland now. Well, just thinking about it there a little bit too much was Katrina McGahan, maybe, as she tried to look for a pass, caught in possession. Now it's picked up by Estelle Dragstra. Ireland have possession with Louise Henchy.
Great ball across.
Michaela Downey. Oh, good ball. Straight to Mary Griffin. Ireland looking to move the ball so quickly every time. Almost working out on that occasion. This time Australia do enough to repel the danger. Oh, that's a good pass. Looking for Holly Coggle, who took a big hit as she tried to slide in on it.
Karen Hill doing brilliantly before that to block that mark, that Irish mark, and set Australia on the front foot again.
Renee Gould. Yeah, in fact, it's 23 is Karen Hill, and Renee Gould is in goals for Australia. That's the change in jersey numbers from our match programme. As that ball goes forward, nice little palm off by Pam Andrew, who just got the nudge in time. And now Australia with Amber Cooper. Spotted the pass inside, just a little bit too much behind it, over the head of Jacinta Froud. And now Ireland looking to move the ball quickly. They kick it forward, but picked up well back there. Ireland blocked that one down brilliantly, and this will give them an opportunity maybe to get a score. Michaela Downey has options left and right. She's going to go herself and kicks it in behind for a behind rather. So not quite the point that they were looking for, but a score nonetheless.
And they get the kick out again. That press on the kick out working all the time for Ireland. Pam Andrews so unlucky from the Australian side. She made a great interception there and then just lost it. Michaela Downey, she's one of those players that no more than in the 50s game Brett Hall, she seems to have an amount of time when she's on the ball. There's mayhem going on all around them, and yet they're just so composed. And Michaela, unfortunate with a effort at a 3-pointer. But from the kick out there, Ireland intercepted it, but Maggie Farley has seen something astray and it's going to be kicked out. Again, it's an Australian possession.
Renee Gould in possession. And we'll take this free from the 21-metre line in our own half. Cleared out and just beyond everybody on the far side. So Ireland now in possession again. Maura McMenamin. Space is just opening up. You can just see Ireland are trying to move it, aren't they? Their management team are telling them the same thing, to try and get it in there as quickly as they can. This time Australia repelled the danger. Hacked away. Now Etna Flanagan got it away in time as the challenge was coming in from Amber Cooper. Good tackle from Katrina McGahan, who kicked the point for Ireland earlier on in this third quarter. 6 minutes to go until the conclusion of this third quarter. And Ireland win the ball back.
Miriam Liston again, she's back into the action and right in the middle of it.
Back to Etna Flanagan. Route one ball this time. Players rising forward. Ireland got their hands on it. Good work from Michelle Hannafy-Mulvey. Down it goes again. Still Ireland in possession. Dervla Mallon plays it on. Still Ireland go forward. There might be a goal on here. That ball sent in and Steph Foster got in the way of it really well. Australia just finding it hard to get out from the back now. Back it comes to Miriam Liston. And now here's a chance for the point. Loads of space. And they've got it. That was a good kick from Michelle Bowen, it looked like. And Ireland have another 3 points on the board.
Yeah, the Westmeath lady finished that very, very well. And unfortunate from an Australian point of view, Steph Foster, who has been superb back there in the full back line, all through from Australia, did really well prior to that. But unfortunately, and here they go again. Another score. Oh, that post.
Goal chance now. Good save.
Great save.
From Renee Gould. The ball fell very invitingly to Dervla Mallon-Toll, and it's put behind, 4 behind, but it could well have been 6 points. Instead, it's just 1.
I think it was Elaine Kelly who hit the upright. So that's 3 times that the Irish ladies have hit the upright. Once in this quarter and twice in the second quarter. Australia again just getting pinned in.
Ball out again. It's getting very messy there inside that 45-metre line where much of the action is happening right now. Ball kicked across by Michelle McGing. Good tackle from Steph Foster this time, and Australia can clear their lines, but that's a loose pass out, picked up by Miriam Liston. Good hands from Kylie Welch. And now with Tanika Handley turned back towards her own goal. Now cleared away. Big bounce on that one. Ireland get the challenge in through Michelle Bowen. Hill touching it. Well, someone's touched on the ground. Yeah, it's an Ireland free. And Maura McMenamin wastes little time in getting things back underway. Ball goes to Michelle McGing. Driven in towards the goal. Dangerous ball in. One to deal with Renee Gould. Gets it away. Good pass out as well. Just over the head of Karen Hill.
And they're away.
Yeah, if they can move it quickly. Ireland maybe have committed a body or two forward, but Australia just finding it really hard now to get out of their own half. Across it goes to Michelle McGing, who spreads the play wide to Michelle Hanafi-Mulvey. Now it's with Elaine Kelly. Back it comes to Michelle Bowen. Now Australia have some space. This is with Estelle Dragstra. Plays it short, but the hand pass just goes astray. Oh, it'll find its way through in any way. And eventually it found Genevieve Stevens, but her hand pass inside was just a little bit off the mark. Katrina McGahan then clears it away.
Brilliant take.
Yeah, lovely turn. And nice ball inside as well from Mary Griffin. Oh, good spin as well from Michaela Downey. They're inside again, Ireland. Good chance of a point. Oh, it's off the outside of the post and has come back out. Ireland in a comfortable position, 37 points to 4. Ball down and out for a line ball.
Genevieve Stevens doing really well there. The contest with Etna Flanagan and winning the line ball. Again, brilliant to see the Australian ladies, how comfy some of them are with their own ball, taking a solo in the game, which is, of course, totally alien to their sport.
Good ball forward. There's just one player inside. Australia have committed quite a few bodies back under the pressure they're under. Trish Medwin is in there. Ireland are able to defend pretty comfortably as we approach the final minute of this quarter. Plenty of space here for Ireland now, building out from the back. Inside it comes to Louise Henchy. Long ball forward. There's a player running through the middle here as well. And that player is Rosie Crowe-McKeever. Now, decision time. Does she go for the score herself or try and work the goal? There's certainly a goal on here for Ireland if they want it. They've got the point. They've taken the point. And that is from Dervla Malantole, it looks like, who has driven that one over the bar with the right boot. A really good score. And Ireland pad their lead out again.
And credit there to Rosie Crowe-McKeever, the Lacan lady from Cavan. She could have gone on and tried to work her own score, but selfless, and you can see that running through this Irish team. She saw Dervla Malantole and knew that was the better ball to go, and that was rewarded with 3 points.
There's a great pass forward. There's possibilities here for Australia now if they can move the ball quickly. Oh, it's just a loose pass forward from Genevieve Stevens. You can see what she was trying to do, which is into Frau just in front of her. Doesn't quite work out. And that allows Ireland to come away with possession again. We should have the whistle for the three-quarter time fairly shortly. 4 quarters of 18 minutes.
Great chance here if they can collect the ball. Great ball.
That's a fantastic ball out as far as Katrina McGahan. Ireland managing the game well in a comfortable position. The rain starts to fall again here at Den GA Club in Cavan. Loose ball picked up by Michaela Downey. Ireland in again. Will they look for a goal? They might just, instead settling for the point. It looks like Michelle Hannafy-Mulvey from our vantage point.
Yeah, it was the Longford lady there. Hard to see the number on the back with the mud that's on it. It shows how the conditions have deteriorated, especially up in that section. But again, great movement. You could see the composure there. We saw again Miriam Nissim, she got it a couple of solos, great ball inside and they played off that. But again, always looking for the player in the best position.
Final minute of the quarter. Ireland on the attack again. Katrina McGahan, hand pass inside. There might be another good scoring opportunity here. Good block down. It goes across the face of goal. Still there for Ireland. Good tackle just inside the penalty area. And it's going to be a chance for Australia to clear their lines. Good defending on that occasion. Ireland were looking for the goal, you feel.
Well done.
Yeah, good catch from Holly Coggle there to allow Australia bring themselves up towards the halfway line.
And there was a sign of the effects of the weather today, because that's the first time I've seen a hop that hasn't come back up. You were wondering how the pitch was holding up to these games and to the deluge of rain we've had. That's the first time the Australians, unfortunate to suffer from that, but they've kept possession.
Now, they've got the ball here just outside the 45-metre line. Inside it comes to Heather Noblet. All the way across to Renee Cacolio-Whittle.
Great tackling.
Challenge on Rosie Crowe-McKeever. The ball just got away in time. Now with Diane McGlynn. Oh, two Irish players were going to leave it for each other. And Australia could get in behind here, but Ireland alive to the danger. Michelle McGing. And now Maura McMenamin. Good kick across from Rosie Crowe-McKeever. She was under a lot of pressure as she got that one away. Final moments of the quarter. Is there a chance for Ireland to finish with a flourish here? Ball goes inside. Australia defending hard. And eventually get to sweep it away. Doing well. Free is the end result.
A high challenge, but again, compliments to the Australians there, because the Irish machine was starting to work. They brought the ball down the wing here. Lovely change over to the stand side. Fantastic ball in. Another pop off. It looked like there was a goal chance on, and two Australians came from nowhere and closed the door.
Ball forward. Australia unable to keep a hold of it. And there's the whistle for three-quarter time. So Ireland padding their lead out 43-3. And very, very comfortable indeed for Ireland. But we still have 80 minutes left to go. Australia hanging in there. They are battling hard, but Ireland's superiority, maybe in that final third, just telling.
Oh, absolutely. The movement and the chemistry of Ireland is most evident when they move forward. You can see the movement from outside to inside, the looking up, the use of the ball, the giving it to the player in a better position. And it's very difficult for the Australian ladies to deal with that kind of movement. But they have been dealing with it very well since that first quarter. The start of that third quarter, Ireland kicked scores again, and then they shut the door again. And you can see the Australian team over here. They're not dropping their heads. They're keeping at it, keeping working at it. They're enjoying their craft. They're enjoying the work and working for each other. And you can see they're going to give it another go for the last 18 minutes. But that pitch is getting so heavy, and you can just see, even though the body language is good, the legs are heavy.
Yeah, definitely. This condition certainly taking it out of both teams. Let's get to some of your comments on the YouTube. Thanks for the live stream and commentary. Great to be able to cheer the Irish ladies on from a wet and cold Leaside and Cork. Go Etnan team from Alice. Thank you, Alice, for tuning in. Come on, Ireland, says Kev. Shout out to co-captain Miriam Liston, shouting you and the team on from Cork with Neil and Nisha and all. And Kerry Budner has been back in touch. Haley and Lewis are cheering on their Auntie Jules from Perth, Australia. Go Aussies and go Clayton Chicken Burger, says Tristan Ballard. So thank you all for tuning in. I know it's very late in Australia, virtually everywhere in Australia now, isn't it? So thanks for tuning in, and I can tell you the Australian ladies are certainly battling very hard in very difficult conditions here in Den in County Cavan. And we do have one more game to come. The over 40s are involved with the Irish over 40s team for the Paddy Gaffney Cup against Australia. That was certainly in terms of a scoreline, the most competitive match last week, 65-23. What are you expecting today?
Absolutely. Well, we were expecting a real challenge here, a contest, and after seeing the 50s in particular and the way they brought it today, like they closed the gap of almost 50 points and brought it back to a one-score game at a stage in the third quarter today. So we're expecting more of the same. I think they will have learned an awful lot from last week, tactically in particular. They'll have tightened up on their skills and what they want to do. They did the whole week together. They trained very well in the dome. And I think conditions out here will suit a physical Australian team that love the contest. It won't be as easy for our side to keep the ball wide and to move with the execution. The skills is going to be difficult, so that should make for a real battle. The Australians would love even to win a test, but they won't be talking like that. Jason Ackermanis will be saying to them, guys, if we get ahead in this, they scored the last 11 points in Charlestown as well. They'll be saying if we can get the first 11 points and get momentum going, it's here for us. But like for them to win a test would be huge. Chatting with Adrian Raftery, that was one of their goals during the week, that they'd win one of the three today. They're not going to win this one. They came very, very close in the 50s. I'm hoping, from a selfish point of view, that they don't win in the 40s, but it's definitely not beyond the realms of possibility, because in the game in Charlestown, they had just as many attacks as we had in front of goals again. No more than has happened with the two teams so far was letting them down, and that's only to be expected. I've referenced that a couple of times in the game so far. All the drills that you do are fine. You get a bit more space out the pitch to execute them. When you get into where there's loads of bodies, you don't have the time to get those kicks off, and that's where they struggle, because in the Australian game you kick through the laces. It's very straight line kicking. There's very little around the house or over the shoulder or any of that, but I'm expecting it's going to be very physical and very tough and very tight. And if the Australians were to win it, I'd be sickened. I wouldn't be shocked, and I'd be delighted for them if truth be told, after making this visit and making this possible. A great occasion for so many players, people involved in the background, and when you look over the stand and even the people who are watching there online, it's absolutely fantastic to have a Masters International Series like this. And thanks to Copperface Jacks and all the sponsors who've helped to make this happen, to Brendan, Angelina, to yourself. It's a great occasion. In Australia, they call their footy, their Masters meets a carnival. Now the weather here it's not Rio de Janeiro, that's for sure, but there is a great sense of atmosphere and occasion about it.
Yeah, that is true, and we've got plenty more to come. So that game between the over 40s of Ireland and Australia is coming up for you later on the live stream as well, so stay tuned for that. But we're back underway in the ladies' match for the fourth and final quarter. Ireland comfortably in control. They've given away a free, however, just on the 45-metre line of their own half. The rain has subsided a little bit, which is a very welcome development, as this one is kicked in. Oh, well gathered as well. Now here's a good chance for Holly Coggle, right in front of the posts. When she kicks this one, she'll be about 25 metres out. Oh, she keeps going, and then the shot coming in left-footed. Unfortunately for Australia, it's out beyond and out for a wide.
And a pity, because that was such a great take, a great catch. Again, you were wondering with the footing up there, you could see it's the only part of the pitch that looks like there's wear and tear on it. I'm not sure why she continued on with it. Maybe it was just outside of her range, but unfortunately, no result.
Cleared away by Ireland. Doing well to get that one away in time was Michaela Downey. Katrina McGahan is out in front. Ball down, space is opening up for Ireland. That one just bouncing at the wrong time for Noelle Early, who kicked a point already in this match.
Katrina McGahan has been very impressive, hasn't she? Yeah. The London lady, she's a real live wire, moving out to the wing, outside to side, starting centrally. She's always available for the ball.
Still comments coming in. Hello to Trent's Waterfall Adventures. Very tough game for the Aussie ladies. Let's hope we can try and even up the scores. Aaron Froud is watching in Canberra. Go Jacinta, Frida Beekmeyer. Shout out to Pam, killing it out there in the cold. Laura McDonald cheering Michelle Bohan and all her teammates on. And Niall Finn says it's 10 degrees at the game compared to 23 degrees in Perth at 6 minutes past 11. I think 10 degrees would be generous for the temperatures here in Den today. It certainly doesn't feel like 10 degrees. But the rain has stopped a little bit, so that's good. But the pitch is holding up reasonably well in most areas of the field, thankfully, as well. Long ball in from Ireland. Good hand on that one, and an important hand as well by Kelly Trinidad. And now Australia building out from the back with The ball coming over the 45-metre line. Picked up and gathered by Rosie Crowe-McKeever. Ball down into the corner here. Foot race for this one. Ball might beat everybody. Just about kept in. Now the whistle sounds. And I think the ball may have gone across the whitewash. The linesman was down there watching at close quarters.
But again, that last play with Kelly Trinidad got that hand in. It just shows the heart that this Australian lady side have. It looked for all the world it was going to be an easy mark for Ireland inside. Kelly Trinidad came from way off the mark to get a little flick on it and take it away. Rosie Crowe-McKeever is having a super game and around the middle here, and also we can see there that the Tyrone lady has been brilliant. Maura McMenamin, she tidied up that last ball in.
So many impressive Irish performances. Hello to the Payne family tuning in from Tasmania to cheer on Christy Baker wearing number 22. These conditions not too unfamiliar with for the Tasmanian girl, they say.
Well, the signs are on. She's been one of the best Australian performers. She's been at the thick of the action, and we said in the second quarter in particular, her defensive skills and interventions kept Ireland scores to a minimum.
Chance for Australia to clear their lines here. They've won possession back down in that corner back position. That ball seems to have ricocheted out.
We see Pam Andrew coming on here. She's one of the organisers from the Australian point of view. She's on her toes here, mad to get back into the action again. And isn't it great to see in a game where it's done, just the want to be out there and to be part of it and to contribute is always there.
It's fantastic. The attitude of the players has been brilliant in really difficult conditions, and we really can't impress on you enough at home how difficult it is out there today. The heavy pitch, the dreadful rain, the wind that's been blowing as well. As Amber Cooper thinks about going down the right-hand flank, instead checks back and plays it to Heather Noblet. Now picked up by Renee Kakiola Whittle. Good pass forward and a lovely catch by Kylie Welch. Over the right-hand side, where it'll be picked up by Tarion Agnew. She's shoved off possession, and Ireland now build forward. Runners coming through the middle as well. Plenty of options here for Catriona McGahan. Goes with the left boot. Referee has spotted an infringement with 11 minutes left to play.
Saw Michaela Downey there again. It looked like she was way behind, hadn't a chance of getting to the ball. She nipped in. I think the free has gone against her for maybe she used her foot as an Australian player was going down to pick it up. There really wasn't a high level of danger, but by the rules, probably the correct call.
So here's the free, just outside the 45-metre line. All the way across it comes to Pam Andrew. Trish Medwin. Just a little bit behind Karen Hill, and she's got to trot back towards her own goal. Eventually gets her hands on the ball.
And as well, last weekend, called down in Charlestown, these two teams met before the test to mark International Women's Day in St. Joseph's School in Charlestown. Cora Staunton talked, and a number of other people talked at a fantastic meet and greet before they went to battle in an international test. And it was a really good occasion. And anyone that goes on to Facebook or social media and sees the photographs of that will see how enjoyable an occasion it was. Again, as I said, before they went and faced each other off in Charlestown in test number 1.
Very good. That's all very important, and of course it's a lengthy trip, isn't it, for the Australians coming over, but they've kept themselves busy with various initiatives during the week.
They were down in Doolin, they were at the Cliffs of Moher, they went out on Moon River in Carrick and Shannon. They've had and got loads of training in between. We mentioned that they played in the Dome against Mayo College of Further Education, and they're having a super time. I know the scoreline won't put too many smiles on the faces, but if you look at them after this, they still are enjoying this game, and they're enjoying being competitive, and they're surely doing that.
Yeah, they certainly have been competitive. Noelle Early made a good catch there for Ireland to keep that attack moving, and I think she's got herself a free as well. Now this might just be a little bit too far out. There's maybe a draft of a breeze helping her here. Certainly has a good left boot. Trying to find a player inside. That player is Emma Green. Green trying to get down on the ball. Instead it is hacked away. Picked up by Sharon Ryan Tamey. Kicked in. Oh, and it's gathered well. And now here's a good chance. Good kick from Ireland, and it came from Michaela Downey. That's out behind for 1 point.
And I think with the Roscommon lady, Sharon Ryan, I think we might be missing an R there. I think it might be a Sharon Ryan Tarmy, but she's had a really good game. And again, we saw Michaela Downey. She's had so much of the ball. Very unlucky with a lot of her kicks. She's had a number of behinds that have been half a yard to the side of the post.
Now, Australia have possession, and they've done really well to get it up towards the halfway line. Just as I say that, they give it away. Then the favour is returned by Ireland, and here comes the ball towards Agnew. Just has to get a second bite at the cherry before trying to claim it. Contest for possession. Ireland doing well. That one's eventually gone out across the sideline, it looks like. Good ball inside. There's a chance now for Australia, maybe. It's kicked in behind by Kate Greenacre. Good defending, though, from Ireland. They really have been rock solid at the back as well, haven't they? They conceded the first score of the game, but really since then, Australia just have very little to show for their attacking endeavour.
And I don't believe it was Katrina McGahan, the London lady, was back there to intercept that ball. She's been everywhere around this pitch.
Tamara Walker with a good catch there as Ireland tried to make a foray inside the 45-metre line. 7 minutes left to go here in Den in County Cavan.
Ooh.
Big collision in the middle. Ireland win the ball back. It was all legal, says the referee. Miriam Liston now down the heart of that defence. There's goal on here. Noelle Early's in after it. Still Noelle Early. Here's the chance for another goal for Ireland, and they've got it. Noelle Early, who kicked a point earlier on in the match, puts the ball into the back of the net for Ireland and pads that lead out even further.
Yeah, you could see how comfortable she was in that finish. You know, the composure there, the little jink. It reminded me a bit of Porrick Joyce in '98 against Kildare. No Kildare person would like to remember that one, but that's a different one from a Kildare lady. Noelle Early, a super finish. And again, Miriam Liston, the joint captain, playing a captain's part. She was involved in the middle there and playing that ball through.
So Ireland extend the lead, 50 points to 3. The scoreboard reads there on your screen. Ireland won last week by 65 points to 9. Catherine McConville says, well done, Michaela Downey from the County Down, and the legend supporting in the stand. Michaela's been very prominent for Ireland today. Good ball to Cooper. Amber Cooper driving it forward then again. That's good from Australia. 2 marks in succession, this time won by Holly Coggle. Then the attack breaks up with the ball through, tidied up by Maura McMenamin. All the way across to Sharon Ryan Tarmy. McMenamin carried her run on. Instead, Ireland pick up possession, but they may be caught in possession. Referee allows that one to play on. I think Australia felt that they may have had the ball coming to them. Ball inside. Oh, nice little jink, and now here's another goal opportunity for Ireland. Oh, it's a good save. It has, well, it's crossed the line now. Helped in by Susan McGough.
He's going to give a free out. Yeah, he's on about a square ball.
Renee Gould did well.
She did very well. I think as well there might have been a little push in the back as that came in from Susan, and justice is served.
Now the referee going to throw this one in, I think.
Great to see the officials enjoying it as well, smiles on the faces.
Yeah, it's been all played in a very good spirit. Ball comes back. Rosie Crowe-McKeever involved again, and now forward to Mary Griffin, who has 2 goals already today. Here is Crowe-McKeever. That looks like a really good kick, and it is, and it's over the bar from Rosie Crowe-McKeever, and nothing more than her performance deserves, because she's been, as you say, Con, all over the place.
She's absolutely brilliant, and isn't it great too to be, you know, you're in Cavan, in your home county, and to put on a show. I'm sure she's loads of family and friends here watching it live, and I'm sure friends all around watching it online too.
Fine kick from the Cavan woman, and Ireland now in possession again, finishing with a flourish. It's going to be a decisive win again for Michael Moyle's team. And the winners will be presented with the Gaelic Masters Cup at the conclusion of this match. But Australia still hanging in there, looking to finish strongly themselves. I mean, they'd love to get a score before the final whistle sounds.
Good kick.
3.5 minutes left to play.
Brilliant.
Good catch by Kelly Foreman. Now, is this one just a little bit too far out? It probably is. Foreman didn't quite catch a hold of that one. Down into the corner it goes to Kate Greenacre. Inviting ball across. Oh, and it might find its way through eventually. Order brought to the situation by Maeve Quinn. Teresa Reedy.
Well, the Romantics might have liked to have seen a goal there for Australia. Maeve Quinn, no way she was letting that happen. Tell you that very well. But again, that was some good play from the Australians. That's what they've been lacking, is being able to get into those kind of areas, and they haven't done that enough. It's really broken down for them a lot around the 45, which is a pity for them, because again their effort has deserved more on the scoreboard that they've got. And we see Kelly Foreman there has been very good wearing 14, which traditionally would be the full forward role in GAA. She's a very good target inside and takes the mark very well.
So Australia finishing strongly here. Lots of territory down in the Irish half. Long ball going to come in now from that right-hand side. And again, Kelly Foreman has won it. Now, this is a good opportunity. It is a difficult angle for a right-footed kicker, but certainly within kicking distance, just outside the 13-metre line. Can they make it count and just add a little bit more to their score here, Australia? Foreman with the right boot. It's going to fall in there in the danger area. Ireland bringing it clear with Katrina McGahan. You've been impressed with her as well, Con. She's been very influential for Ireland, and Australia have managed to put in the tackle and win the ball back.
The tackle count has been ferocious. I know we've a big rugby game coming on later on. They could learn a bit from the tackling here. It's been, anytime there's been a chance, there's no question they're diving in and getting possession back.
Oh, lovely feet from Christy Baker.
Tackle coming again. Well done.
A minute to go in Den. Ireland on course for another big victory. But what a great initiative this Ladies Masters Series has been. It's the second test, and certainly you would hope many more of them to come in the years ahead. Another throw ball just inside the 45-metre line now. Miriam Liston's going to contest it for Ireland.
Katrina McGahan taking a break. I see Eamon O'Brien saying to her, you can take a break now. She definitely did. Anytime she was on the pitch, there was no breather to be had. She was a mile a minute.
Etna Flanagan. Still Flanagan. Oh, great pass inside, just over the head of Mary Griffin. But it's worked out okay for Ireland. Griffin might get there at the second time of asking. Difficult angle here for the shot. Has she squeezed that one over? Good goalkeeping again by Renee Gould. She got enough on that one to repel the danger. The final whistle imminent now here in Den. A very impressive Irish performance. Whistle sounds for a free, for a throw ball. Over the head of everybody. Still there for Ireland. O'Noel. Early tackle. Yeah, that's a good tackle, isn't it? That's a very good tackle on the part of Karen Hill. Still there. Ireland managed to get it away. Closing moments now. Is there one final score? It comes across to Mary Griffin. Griffin's ball through. It might find its way all the way through. Oh, it's another brilliant save from Renee Gould. Well, Ireland certainly would have added another goal or two, was it not for the efforts of the Australian goalkeeper in this match. Australia just finding it a little bit difficult to get out of this situation. Eventually cleared away, out across the line. And we're still playing.
In fairness, the margin isn't as big as it was last week, and I think that's testament to the Australians. It has been a tough day for them, and again, it's on the score in front, hasn't it, by Cahill. They've been so good, so competitive all through, going for every single ball. But the Irish skill, once they get up into the top end, has been the difference.
Ireland very efficient. And there is the full-time whistle, and it's a comprehensive win for Ireland, 53 points to 3. And they will take home the Gaelic Masters Cup, but again, the scoreline probably not reflective of a pretty stout Australian performance. They made things very difficult for the home team. They kicked the opening score of the match. Ireland took over in that first quarter when they led by 21 points to 3, and after that, really, it was quite competitive, but the first quarter certainly gave Ireland a good platform from which to build. And they take another comprehensive victory, and overall another very impressive Irish performance.
Very impressive, and again we referenced it at the start. Very difficult to see how Australia were going to change things around, like the 50s did. In fairness, in the 50s men's, when you look at the calibre of player that Michael Moyles and his team got together there, we referenced it as well during the game. They look like a side that have been playing together for years. The chemistry between them, they're just such good footballers. Their movement, their ability to spot the pass that's on, the selflessness. There's nobody out there thinking, I'm going to check tomorrow and see what I scored. They just didn't care as long as the score went on the board for the team, and a really good performance by them. But again, for the Australian ladies coming over, you can see it out there. They're not in any ways bowed by the result. Of course, they'd love, and we'd all love it if it was closer on the scoreboard, but they were competitive. They represented their country very, very well, and they made a great occasion and a historic occasion, the first ever Masters International Rules Series.
Well, there are the players embracing on the field. We'll have the presentation for you in a little while as well. A couple of other comments coming in. Kerry Butner would love to see the Irish girls play with the oval Australian rules ball. That'd be interesting. Well, it certainly would. Maybe that's in the works for the years ahead. And Megs Fowler says, Amber Cooper doing South Australia proud, dual AFL and Gaelic state representative. Right you are, Megs. Amber Cooper, very impressive for Australia today. If you're just joining us, there's the full-time score. Ireland 53, Australia 3. In the ladies' second test, it was 65-9 in favour of Ireland last week, and we'll bring you the presentation and hopefully a couple of interviews as well from the respective camps in a little while.
You can see out there as well. Look at the joy between both teams getting in for a joint photograph. A lot of these, there are crossovers. There's friends playing there that would have known each other from travelling, from working abroad together. Loads of little link-ups there, and you can just see what it means to them. Like, go hard at it. The tackling was ferocious, but once the game is over, it's all in together, and enjoy the fun, enjoy the crack, and enjoy having represented your country. It's a massive occasion for them, and it's a privilege for the Masters to have been involved with this, because when it was first discussed, there were naysayers, of course. We've enough going on. You have to organise the 40s men, and then the 50s men came on board. But the ladies, and in fairness to Michael Moyles, has to take great credit. He came in not only as manager, he did a ferocious amount of the organising of it, along with Pam Andrew on the Australian side. There was many meetings. Things like this, as we said, doesn't just happen. John Pat Sheridan, the chairman, the minute it was brought up, he was so much for it, and it's paid off remarkably. It's been a phenomenal occasion, and as we mentioned, hopefully it's going to be the start of something new in Ireland. The ladies themselves have been talking about getting a Masters competition going. There's a lot to be done in that. But this could be a starting point, and if it is, what a great way to start, and to look out there and look at this, arms around each other, Irish, Australian, it doesn't matter. They're people who love their sport and love the company and love the camaraderie that there is in playing it.
Well, that really is what it's all about, isn't it, Con? The scenes that we're seeing now, the togetherness and the camaraderie and friendships that have been made. Derby Netball says on YouTube, score doesn't reflect what a great game that was. The Aussie girls brought the pressure, they certainly did. And as I say, we'll have the presentation and a couple of interviews as well with Angelina in just a minute. But we will bring you the second game, or the third game rather, of the three today as well. The over 40s between Ireland and Australia. That game is coming up a little bit later on in the over 50s. Ireland beat Australia by 30 points to 19 earlier on today. And in the ladies' match that has just finished, 53-3 was the full-time score. So we'll pause for a moment, and once we come back with some live audio, we'll bring you some of the presentation and some post-match interviews.
Pat, are we ready? Can I have your attention, please, everybody? And on behalf of the Gaelic Masters, I'd like to compliment the Irish ladies team and the Australian ladies team on an excellent game here today. I believe it's the first ladies international rules games that have been played. So it's delighted to have all the ladies playing there today. It's great to see them being part of the Masters family. We have a number of presentations to make. The players of the game for Australia is
Tanika Henley.
And Michelle McGinn, both players of the game. Can we have them up here, please? Can we have Michelle and Tanika here, please? Before we make the trophy presentation, I'd like to call on the Gaelic Masters Association Chairman, Mr. John Pat Sheridan, to say a few words.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to Dinjay Club on this historic occasion. For the first time ever, we have an over 50s competition, and also for the first time ever we have a Masters Ladies competition. So we're delighted to welcome the Australian and Ireland teams to Din GA Club. Thank you very much, girls, for a great game of football. As I said, it's a very historic occasion. It's the first time ever an Irish team in ladies football has represented Ireland in Ireland. So we are proud as the Gaelic Masters Association to be the first to do that and to be the first to achieve that, and maybe showcase that girls at 40 can actually play every bit as good as their men, and I salute both teams for a great performance today. Now, we have two joint captains. Sorry, we have the middle first for the man of the match.
The Irish player of the tournament, Michelle, number 18, Michelle. And the Australian player of the game is number 5. I now call on our chairman, Mr. John Pat Sheridan, to present the cup to the joint captains of the Irish winning team. Want to say a few words?
We're both dying to talk. Thanks very much to everybody who came here today in the lovely weather conditions. The Aussies know what it's like to play in real muck and shite, yeah. It was a great game. It was a really good second game. I think you picked up even more from the last game. I think we really enjoyed it. It was really tough conditions, but really enjoyable game. So huge thanks to the Australians for coming all the way here. Well done. 3 cheers. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! And just like to thank the Gaelic Masters Association for having us play. I think it added to the occasion. We really enjoyed the 2 games. I hope it's something that happens again in the future. We'd also like to thank the referees for figuring out the rules and keeping us informed. So thanks very much, Maggie Farley and the other 2 referees. Thanks very much. Especially like to thank our own management. They've been excellent. We only came together in January. I don't know if you can hear me properly, but we only came together in January and they've been absolutely excellent and have taken it very seriously with a bit of crack as well. So thanks very much. And to all the girls. Do you want to say anything? Yeah, it's not working. I might as well scream, but to all the Irish girls as well, thanks very much for all your commitment. I think Sharon is the happiest woman here because we can have a beer now. But serious commitment. Everyone has families, different works, different job to do, and I think you were all excellent and it was so enjoyable. So 3 cheers for the Irish. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Sorry, I don't think that's working. You'll have to go this way though. Out to the middle of the pitch, yeah. Middle of the pitch. Yeah, yeah. Middle of the pitch. Okay.
Okay, it seems to start raining as soon as we come out onto the middle of the pitch, but I'll tell you, these ladies didn't mind it too much. I'm delighted to be joined by the Joint Ireland captains Miriam Liston and Etna Flanagan, and also by Karen Hill from the Australia. Oh, sir. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your number I think was wrong on our programme all day, and that's our apologies, and that was spotted earlier. Listen, Miriam, you're holding the cup there. You did a fine speech. You were both so anxious to talk after it. What was that like?
Absolutely brilliant, really enjoyable. I mean, obviously the conditions are desperate, but it's made for a really enjoyable game because I think the Australians learned a lot from the last game. They played really, really well today, and it made it tougher for us and more enjoyable even than the last game, despite the conditions. So it's really enjoyable. It's great to be part of it, and we would love to see more of it in the future.
Yeah, Etna, like you looked like you were really enjoying your football out there, despite the very difficult conditions.
Yeah, no, everyone. I think everyone enjoyed it. Even the Australians, even though they were giving out that it was very slippy, it was a good game. I think everyone put their heart and soul into it and really enjoyed it.
Would you like to see this kind of a more regular thing? I know that the addition of the ladies this year, John Patcherton was saying to us, was huge.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I know they were saying they were hoping to bring a Masters competition into Ireland, within Ireland. So yeah, absolutely, because even Maria was saying like she got loads of phone calls looking for people saying, oh, how do we get on this team? I'd love to play it. So obviously the interest is there. So yeah, absolutely. I think it would be something that would be looked on and hopefully progressed. That we get.
Renee, you look like you're frozen there. I'm so sorry, and I'm sorry for getting your name wrong first. Listen, what was that experience like for your side?
Oh, it was amazing. I've never played this game before and only started playing later on in my life. So Masters is a fantastic avenue for older ladies to do. So I can't thank you guys for putting together a team for us to come and play. The conditions are a bit rough, but otherwise amazing. Like once in a lifetime opportunity, right?
We're getting lots of messages saying it's 25 degrees late at night back in Australia, trying to make us jealous. We said we're pretty much the same here. Would you like to do it again?
Absolutely, in a heartbeat. We'll do it again. Yep.
We're going to let you get back and get dry and enjoy that. Thank you all very much for joining us. And we'll hand back to our guys who are in the dry, not like myself and Adrian inside our little unit.
Angelina, thank you very much indeed. Great to get some reaction from the players from both teams as the rain continues to pour down here at Denjay Club in County Cavan. The over 40 men's teams now are out on the field, just going through their warm-ups before the final match of our triple header today. We'll have that one for you very shortly indeed. But just to wrap up our coverage of the ladies' match, it's finished Ireland 53, Australia 3. Ireland win the Gaelic Masters Cup, and as I said, the over 40s match between Ireland and Australia on the men's side of things coming up very shortly indeed. Do join us for that in a few moments' time.
1, 2, testing. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, testing. 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2.